Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Martian Gothic Unification. It's Professor Rod here at the hands of Kenzo, whatever his name. To my left is Professor Nate.
Hey everybody.
And to the left of him is Professor Devin.
Hey folks.
Alright, so I'm going to be a bit honest with you guys. After we were exploring a bit, I went on a murder spree to relieve the tension of what was going on in this game, and I actually figured out we can progress by killing zombies. So we're going to have to go give this gun to Karn again.
What he means to say is he totally forgot what we did last week. You dingus.
Well, it was murdering. I was murdering people. And...
Do you remember where we're supposed to go?
Yes,
Seriously,
I know. I do
okay,
know
cool,
what I have to do.
Cool.
I remember from just messing around last time that we didn't record, so I'm sorry you guys won't be able to see that. But it has to deal with shooting, which is what I have an issue with. I think in all the Resident Evil games, was there ever an enemy you had to absolutely kill that was not that important, like a regular zombie? You had to kill that regular zombie to advance the game. Dude, was there ever a moment like that?
No, but if you didn't kill the dogs in the hallway, you would not make it through the hallway.
Yeah. Of course there's stuff like that.
I'll be honest, I don't remember an enemy that you had to kill.
Give it to
Maybe the first zombie. No,
you
can
can
just walk
leave the
away.
room.
Yeah, that's
Actually,
right.
if you leave the room, Barry just kills it for you.
That's right, because it busts through the door when you're talking. That's right.
Yeah, that's a way to save ammo, I heard, right? You just don't do anything and just have Barry kill it.
Yeah. Actually, Resident Evil Revelations that came out, I guess, 2012?
Yeah,
was the
3DS
3DS title or whatever?
Yeah.
I actually liked that game quite a bit because
I've heard a lot of people like that game.
Oh yeah, it was good. One of the things I loved about it was the fact that it was definitely like
card.
You didn't have to fight enemies. You could literally walk into a room, have there be lots of I forgot we left him here. You could leave. You could like walk into a room and you could literally get through the whole room. Like it would be encouraged. You would be encouraged to get through the whole room without firing at someone.
I think the original Resident Evil, you didn't really want to shoot guys either, because you had so few bullets, I feel like.
Oh, God, yeah.
I'm not going to waste ammo.
And there's a lot of times where you were just like, I just kind of have to...
Well, you said it earlier when we were recording. This game probably has more bullets in the first hour than the entirety of Resident Evil 1. Like, this game's given us so far... easily 200 ammo probably total for this.
200 rounds for this women's gun. As Karn was so light.
It's not an Ultra Megadeth bazooka. It's a woman's gun.
Yeah, but here, this is a bit of an issue I had with this game, is that this zombie right here, he's just a zombie that really is not messing with you. He doesn't really bother you. He just guards that area that you really can't advance to at the moment. But the thing is, he holds an item that can let you advance to the next, like advance the whole plot, essentially.
Yeah.
That is so stupid.
But
how would I know? There's no way. Look, he has another gun, and he has plot specific items. A bunch of herbs. Jeez, he was lighting it up in here.
So I guess we learned from this is kill everyone you see because they might have something
or just
important
check every
on them.
Like it's a classic survival horror trope, though, isn't it? Like, check everything. But you're right. You would you'd want to avoid those enemies. Nice. Mm-hmm. Got stuck on that, huh, Karn?
It's a weird trope. What the?
Look, he gave up.
Am I even hitting him?
No, he gave up. He's walking away.
He missed with a pea shooter 3 times.
You fired 3 shots at a zombie point blank. Missed all 3, and then he got so sad for you, he just walked away.
I can't look around this corner. And I'm stuck on the corner. Oh, this is not a good.
Well, maybe
this is
if
not
you
a good
in
angle.
combat mode.
I am in combat mode. Oh,
I said if you weren't.
I'll just down him for that.
Don't correct me.
Haha. So I gotta send this the recorder to what's his face, Kenzo.
Kenho.
Kenho. I don't know his name.
You we know you get his name wrong all the time.
Here, give him.
Like
give
you
him the
purposely,
piccolo.
you go out of your way to get the name wrong. I think
I don't purposely do it.
it's disturbing.
The microcorder. This is it, because it has information that we can use.
The one thing I will say about this game, it's a little more realistic than, say, Resident Evil, where you had like the thing where you have to get like medallions or different keys and whatnot. It's like, who would design a puzzle in this way to open this specific door? Here you just have like tags and stuff. It's like, okay, I can see that in the future. You have these little tags that like open the doors and like specific people get them.
So I think it's Resident Evil 0, where you go to, like, not Spencer's mansion, but the other person who helped develop Umbrella. And I was like, okay, I can...
The other person who helped develop?
There's Spencer, and then there's...
Berkeley or whatever? No.
Yeah. Birkin?
Birkin,
I don't remember.
So
It's been a
Sherry
while since
Birkin,
I-
like a daughter, was it?
I feel like
Or-
Birkin wasn't one of the big people, though. Anyway, it's not important. What is important is, like, when you play the first Resident Evil, the implication is that Spencer's kind of an old, crazy guy. And he went insane, and he had this mansion, and he filled it with deadly traps. But then in Resident Evil 2, you see the police department is full of the same traps. And it's like, who paid, like, what government paid money for their police department to be trapped up? And then in Resident Evil 0, there's this other mansion that's owned by someone else in Raccoon City that's also full of traps. Like, what? You live in this town with these surrounding mansions up on the hill that are always like creepy experiments, and you hear howling coming from them, like, and there's always traps going on. What is this? Makes no sense.
I'll just keep that.
I know that's something that drove a lot of people away from like the older Resident Evil. 'Cause I know a lot of people who they didn't like the first 3, but when 4 came out, they really, really liked 4 because it was a little bit more combat intensive, and you weren't going around trying to find
There it is.
these
2,
stupid
7,
things.
3, 4.
Yeah.
Would you say Res-
it's kind of gamey in the fact of like you can tell you're playing a game. It's not realistic. You wouldn't
Yeah, but
go around and do that in real life.
would you still call Resident Evil 4 survival horror then? Because you get pretty
I would
buffed
call
up in
I would call
ammo.
Resident Evil 4 survival horror. That one, like once you got to like the 5th one where you got a co-op partner, I would say you're really
Yeah.
starting to shy away there.
That lost the whole genre.
4 was on the cusp because I think 4 is kind of like Dead Space. I consider at least the first 2 Dead Spaces survival horror. Yeah, you have guns, but you feel somewhat ill-equipped to fight what you're fighting.
Yeah,
it's not like a
exactly.
first-person shooter where you have way more than enough ammo and guns to kill the things you need to kill.
Oh, this is the yellow
I
tech
would
door.
call them horror or action horror. Part of the survival element to me is a lot of like running and being limited on supplies. I never felt limited on supplies in Resident Evil 4. There were times when I felt nervous, but I never felt like I didn't have enough ammo to take care of a situation, and that was part of it.
Oh,
Nice, I made her
run
stumble.
around with the unloaded
So
gun.
I didn't notice
Ooh.
until just now, but it looks like her hair model doesn't mesh with the rest of her body. Did you guys notice that it was like clipping?
I didn't notice her
clipping.
Her
yeah.
hair was like
Well-
clipping through her head.
A lot of old PlayStation games
Yeah.
do that, though.
I mean, it's
kind-
just part of what it is.
It's like they released an unfinished game back in 2001 or whatever.
I can't imagine.
All right, 2784.
What's his name? Kajayu Fune's been taking lessons for a long time. That red ash.
Oops, I guess I didn't remember.
I
the
heard
password.
about that Kickstarter. Fell $300,000 short of its goal.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one?
Red Ash, the one that was supposed to be a remake of, or like a reimagining of Mega Man
What did they
Legends.
think was going to happen? They did not even release Mighty Number 9 yet. They didn't release that.
And I don't
273.
I don't want to break anyone's heart here, but let's be honest. Mega Man Legends was probably not the most popular Mega Man.
It wasn't that the RPG one?
Yeah,
I don't
the
even
action
remember which
RPG
one. That
one.
is. Okay, yeah. No.
We should play it sometime. If you
Yes.
haven't played it before, it's a something.
I like-
Of course, Karn telling Matlock to lock herself in. Oh!
Oh, tell them to come out of the
my
closet.
God.
Matlock got some sass on her. She's just like, oh, dude.
It's like a buddy cop movie if there were 3 instead of 2.
The dialogue in this game is
If they
pretty
were
good
dead.
because this is like right when games were starting to get dialogue. Because back in the '90s, no game had dialogue.
Well, 98. This is 2000, technically 2000, but I mean it came out on the PlayStation in 2001.
This is my safe corner.
But you got to imagine, like, this game is 2 years after Metal Gear Solid?
Well, that's true.
2 years?
2 years.
Wow. Oh, is she armed? Good.
You better wait in
So how,
John till
how
it's
many
all
bullets
over.
does she have starting out? 96.
96, yeah.
Because she's
Oh
probably
my
going to be facing
goodness.
something,
Really hard.
yeah, pretty hard. I
Watch,
would
open the
imagine,
door,
'cause
net liquor out of nowhere.
of- Space liquor.
All right.
How did you think of that before me?
Mining.
Because I always imagine this game is just Resident Evil in space. So like instead of zombies, they're space zombies.
So wait, where is she?
Oh, I do not
She's
like
at
this
Times
corridor.
Square. Here, stop.
I don't want to stop. I have
No,
to...
look at the map. Oh, man.
I don't want to...
God, I don't like
Every
this
time,
hallway.
he always ignores us, and then like the first thing that happens
He gets
Fine. Fine. All right.
Ghoulies chopped
We just
off.
entered Times Square, which is on the top left. I
Okay,
think
so
the
which way are
top-
you going?
I think the top left circle on top of Times Square is where I just came in from, or it might be the... yeah, so I think there's a blue door here. Piccadilly should be... I should be facing that blue door. Piccadilly should be behind me, and then there's
So
an
all
elevator?
of
Then there might be
all
an
of the
elevator.
blue tags will be needed. Matlock will need all of them.
Yeah,
so
it
just
looks
we
like-
can send them to her as soon as
The
possible.
nice thing is
Well,
she's
I
got a
got
lot
it.
of space in her.
I need a
inventory.
vac tube, so...
Seriously, how much health do you think she can take?
Hey, storage access. Baker Street.
Because Kenzo can take a lot.
Of course, someone named Holmes at the
On
Baker
Baker
Street.
Street.
Actually.
The developers thought they were so clever. They were like, "Why just
Oh
put in
my
this
God.
Sherlock joke?"
Look how many bullets I have now.
Yeah,
just
that's,
for her.
that's a lot.
Examine that Holmes note.
Let's see. I say, Holmes, just what has Yuri been up to in Chem Lab? Concocting a subversive cocktail, I'll be bound.
He's working on his mind control thing because he's going to go with the Russians and take over the United States in Red Alert.
Ooh, beta door.
Yuri.
What's in the beta door? Let's try to open it. Red
What's
tag.
in the beta
Ooh.
door?
I don't know.
So wait,
Oh,
Man, you got
oh
a
my.
lot of choices here.
no. Oh, this is going wrong.
Blue
Blue
tag.
tag.
Oh, I know where we are.
Yeah,
We're
you're in that
Piccadilly
one spot.
Circus.
Yeah.
I'm
or
in
whatever.
Piccadilly Circus. Gray tag.
I've never even seen one great tag.
Can one of these
What-
doors work?
What Greek
Blue
symbol
tag-
is
oh,
that?
I forget what X is called.
Zeta. I don't know.
You didn't.
Alpha.
That's
Oh.
Alpha.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
I don't remember all the...
Ugh. Take my frustrations out on this dude.
Wait, go
I'm
searching.
intrigued.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I can search these bodies.
I'll probably stand up in a
I
second.
was going to say, he's going to stand up and grab your nipples
Oh,
off.
Andreevich.
A lighter.
Lighter.
Cigarettes.
It's cigarettes.
Brown
No,
tag.
it's Metal Gear Solid. Hell yeah.
Let's examine these.
I make do with nicotine patches these days.
Oh, I
The
forgot she's the
temptation.
only smoker.
The temptation.
Nice.
That dark undertone
I can't even use this lighter.
of a
so-
recovering nicotine addict.
Let's see what Andreevich has to say. Oh, it's Yuri.
There you go.
Red alert. Red alert.
Oh wow. This is 5 days from now.
It's kind of timely now, isn't
Akarak.
it? What sort of name is that?
Oh dang, they're dreams.
Wait, no.
That's not creepy.
They
at
really
all.
named their mining operation after a voice they all heard at the same time in their dream.
Weird.
This is turning into freaking Penumbra.
Oh, I was
Some
saying
weird
it's
alien
turning
mind
into
world.
Nightmare on Elm Street. They're all having the same nightmare.
It's like Penumbra and Alien
Oh,
met
God.
each other in this game. I don't think Penumbra even was out by then. I think Penumbra
It's
came
been
out in
so
2005.
long.
I never played Penumbra. I played
That was
what
a
we
good
call it
game.
first, Amnesia first.
Amnesia is a great horror game.
Amnesia is a good horror game.
To be honest, the one I'm looking forward to is Soma. Amnesia is really, really good, but Soma looks like I'm just a sci-fi guy.
I know, I love science fiction too. And Soma, I believe you're supposed to be like an android too, because their screen
Ooh.
glitches out
That's
when you're
pretty
near
cool.
enemies. It's not because I believe there was like some theme of life after death, something like that. They were questioning that in the trailer, I believe. Like, are we really alive or something like
Why
that?
don't they have more games where you're like an android and you have to like repair
Oh,
yourself?
don't.
I think that would be cool.
Why
You
is it
get,
so
like,
ice
these super
Back
human
away!
abilities.
Back away! Back away! I don't want this.
You back up right into another zombie
Oh,
set
no,
That
behind
would be
you.
so good.
Oh wait, one of these doors has a brown tag door. I believe it's this one. No,
It's
this
the
is
center one. That's blue tag.
No, that's blue. I think both of them are
It's
blue,
blue,
except for the
brown,
middle.
That's
and
gray.
I think that's gray.
Yeah, so I think the first one.
Wait,
is,
I
think
no,
that
it's
one-
red.
that
It's
one-
red
Go
tag.
go over to the other side of the room.
This is brown tag. Yeah, this one.
Alpha.
Because the letter corresponds with it. Now he's gonna get up. Now he's gonna get up.
Yeah, I hear groaning.
Oh, I don't care. He can groan all he wants. Oh no!
Oh, you're in a bathroom.
Why are you talking?
Oh.
I can't see what's in front of you.
Yeah,
I can't
that's
see.
one thing that's weird about these games is you can't see in the room, but she can, and then she won't react until
What the-
the camera
Where
changes.
am
That's
I?
a
Oh
cam-
my!
Oh my god! Hold up! Go back! Go back! What is that camera angle? You can't even see yourself on the screen for like What do you think? If you just saw this, you'd be like,
Where
"Did
am
the
I?
game
Where am I
glitch?"
coming from?
Oh! Oh!
Oh.
There we go. Oh, beaker. Or flask, whatever. Why would I take just that one flask? Why does she know that's important? It's like...
You just need that one. It's like Resident
radar.
Evil. This key is no longer useful. I'm just gonna throw it away.
I wish. Oh, yeah, the premonition?
Two doors down. He's just like, "You need that key again." Oh, like Leon just throws it
Oh,
over
look.
the cliff.
Chemical combiner.
Ooh.
That Yuri
yo.
mentioned he was making an explosive cocktail. I guess I have to mix a couple of chemicals here.
This is probably where you mix the herbs and stuff.
You looked so unhappy about that. You're just like,
It got
the
the worst.
look on Professor Rod's face was truly heartbreaking.
Ooh, recordings.
I think we've heard all these before.
But this isn't local. This is local data, so it's only on this computer. 2 years from now, 2017.
It's the first time I've used one of these things, but I can't talk to anyone else, so I'll talk to myself.
Are we going to go to the Mars base soon? Shouldn't we be setting up an expedition
He
in
put on a happy
How long does it
face.
take to get to Mars? It's like
a year?
I was gonna say it's like 8 months. I don't remember. It's like 8 months or 3 years, something crazy like that.
I don't know off the top of my head. I know the moon's... Isn't the moon like currently like 3 months or something?
It shouldn't take 3 months to get
You
to the
feel
Mars.
like
It
I
should
feel
not
like
take
I
3
feel like
months
it
to get
would
to
maybe
the
like
freaking
3
moon.
weeks.
Not
How
weeks
long did
either. I think it'd be like 2 days, 2 or 3 days.
I'm googling how
There's
long it
just
takes
no
to get
way.
to the moon.
There's no
I
way.
have no idea off the top of my head how long it takes to get to the moon. I'll be honest.
I don't even think these recordings are essential, but we're going to play them out for you guys so you can read along.
I was gonna say you say that, but they can't hear this right now.
Exactly. Dreams are the
8 hours, 35 minutes to get to the moon.
Currently,
Mm-hmm.
how long did the first trip to the moon take?
Probably like 16 hours, I would guess. That's probably the latest one, I'm guessing, right? Or is that an average out of all the Apollo missions? Kind of sucks that we don't even go to the moon anymore.
So depressing.
It was like a
It took
fad.
them 3 days to reach the moon.
Oh, my first guess. 2 to 3 days.
Let's see, how long does it take to get to Mars? How long?
But how long does a Curiosity rover get there? I heard we already sent another one there, didn't we? Like it's
30,
almost
it'll take, what was it, 39 days to get to Mars.
Ooh, desk.
That's not bad. That's like a month.
Yeah, that's really not bad.
Oh, I wonder if I could combine the lichen and
We were
the.
so
But
off.
that's if the fastest spacecraft that NASA has right now. This is
That's this.
if it was supposed to go to Mars.
I shall put this note away. I don't know why I still have it. It's just perfect. Now I have no space. Hooray!
That still sucks though, because
Oh dang!
imagine if you like worked on Mars and you got time off. It's like, okay, you have a week off. You can't even go home.
No.
Like the whole trip is just the travel time to get there.
Pretty much. Here's your 2 months off. You gotta spend the entire 1 month to get there and another month to get back.
Literally land on Earth for 1 day.
I can't examine any of these things.
Wave at your child once, get back on the ship, go home.
Oh, look at that. See, antitoxins can be derived from this lichen. So let's put it in the chemical combiner. Let's see what happens if I put it in there and use it.
Why does if it's
I
a
can't put it in
chemical
there.
combiner? Why does it only have one spot?
Right? That's not combined.
You have a point there.
Put in serum. Take out the same serum. Combine.
I knew it.
Oh shit!
Well, he stood up now. I mean, he was very patient with us.
I think he was gonna stand up like right when if I didn't go in. Come on, thank you. Thank you for dying, Yuri. Again.
Not really dead.
Well,
Yeah.
I know. Thank you for just laying there.
No one ever dies on cold Mars.
Alright, I gotta use a storage hatch because there's a blue key in. There's a blue key I can use currently in the hatch, but I want to explore a bit more. See what
Yeah, you gotta
we're
find a
at.
vac tube for her.
There
does
was
she
a
have
vac tube in that room.
Does she have a vac tube in her room?
Oh.
Oh god.
Hopefully he doesn't have anything.
He's got a
Scarab.
What?
That's weird.
Why is there a scarab on
Wasn't there
Mars?
some Egyptian crap in this thing?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Akarak,
Akarak is like
and then
some-
like there is another
that
mention
name?
of Egypt.
That K name, Kali,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Kelfi, Kefi,
Kefi, I think, yeah.
Kefi. Sorry, that took me a second. But you're right. Like this game clearly has an Egyptian.
Loose cable.
Someone went and saw the Mummy. Like right before they started designing this game, they were like, we should
the
have a
receptor
big guy
panel.
for bread and pressure on the moon or on Mars, but whatever.
What do I use this loose cable with? I don't really...
Use-
Hacksaw?
use
Can I cut it
this
off?
cable.
Oh god, that doesn't seem like a good idea.
Because look, there's a loose cable right by the door to my left. You see it? That little
Yeah,
thing.
I can see it.
Little rope thing. Like, the only thing she's saying is that there's a loose cable.
Try
there.
the lighter.
The lighter, just light the cable. It just turns into a fuse out of nowhere.
That thermite.
It's wedged tight.
Oh.
It'll take some force.
The explosive flask, I'm guessing I have to blow my way into the store. That might be the trigger? Like, if it's a loose cable, I can...
I have a competing theory. I believe that you are supposed to use the dead battery and bring it back to life, and then use the battery on the cable.
Use
That
the
is
battery
my guess.
for the explosive. For delayed explosion, okay.
No, use the battery to put electricity
Ooh,
in the door, you dingus. Like, what?
Electricity in the door?
Yeah.
Yeah, the cable's hanging down. Connect the cable to the battery. I don't know.
Well, you know what sucks about having all like these electrical doors
It's like
like
an
that?
old-
The power goes out and you can't get anywhere. It's the same thing with like hotels. If the power goes out in the hotel, nobody can get in their room because they all have those stupid electronic locks now.
I'm
I
serious.
feel pretty stupid because I just realized I don't think I saved it all this entire time I'm running around.
No, you haven't. There's a computer right there. you
Yeah,
can
I'll
just
save
stuff.
here, but let me just grab the stuff from this tube
I
right
think
now.
you're pretty safe right now.
What the heck?
Is that a heart?
Martian
No.
rock. Let's put this in the chemical combiner. What can go wrong?
Lots
If I
of
can-
things if
if I
you
can-
get stuck on the door.
Oh, I can't. It's a Martian rock. Oh, thanks.
Sent by back tube or received? It doesn't matter either way.
It's just a rock.
Then why would you ask?
Uh,
Does it matter either way? Like, that doesn't make sense. Why would you even bother asking, you idiot?
oops. I'm not. I need to turn into. I think he needs to send it up. There's no zombies in that door she was in, right? Yet. In that chemical room.
Just the
I
one
don't
that.
think so.
No, yeah, none in the chemical room that I
All right.
remember.
Whee! I get to run through the hallway of death. Oh!
Oh! Run
Excuse
the
me.
other way.
Excuse me. I'll get back to you later. Okay, my gun is loaded.
By later, you mean...
Oh, you're still
right
following
now.
me?
Yeah, this one's dedicated. He's driven. Sign him up for a promotion. What for?
Oh, I can't press start when I'm in combat mode for some arbitrary reason. Okay, whatever.
I'm kind of curious to see what like some of the newer enemies are gonna look
There's a
like.
lot of zombies in here too.
There are. Like a
Because
disturbing...
Resident Evil had a lot of zombies, and then you started finding like lickers and hunters. Was the first licker in the second one or the first one? I can't remember. I think the first one only had
There's
hunters
So many zombies in this
Dogs,
hallway.
and then
hunters.
dogs,
Yeah.
I'm just not happy 'cause
Sharks. Giant
Yeah.
snake.
giant snake, giant spider in the GameCube version. I don't remember if that was in their original or
It
not.
was in the original version. There were giant spiders down in like the pool of billiards or wherever it was. Yeah.
It's been a while since I played the original Resident Evil.
What do
It's
you
been a while
think?
since everyone played the
Do
original.
we have anything
Resident
that can be used?
Evil. Did you guys hear about the Resident Evil 2 remake possibly happening?
Yeah.
Finally.
I can't wait for
Did you
that.
also
I
hear
really like
Final Fantasy 12 might be getting like an HD
Yes.
remaster?
I was interested by that. I think that makes sense though, because Square is really
person.
trying to drum up hype for their old games. Here's my prediction. Final Fantasy VII is going to go off huge whenever it arrives, because everyone wants 7 remade.
Yeah, I
And
can't
then-
wait to play it. They said they're going to change some things, and I'm kind of excited to see what the changes are.
What
I
the
hope
changes are.
they at least keep somewhat of an old school
That's
battle
key.
system, but maybe put some improvements like they did with like 10.
I would not mind a more action-focused battle system, because
Hmm.
I think that turn-based combat, I've never really been a fan of it, whether it's
What?
just my chip. It works.
It's like the core of Final Fantasy is that turn-based.
It
combat.
does, but if you really think about it, like... I say if you really think about it. When I think of Final Fantasy, the fun I had with those games was never in the combat. It was in the summons, or the cool story, or the cool characters. The actual combat itself was just something you had to do between towns. Or else it would have just been walking down to town, getting told a really cool story. So, for what it's worth, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with turn-based combat. It's just not my cup of tea. And I do hope that they do a more action-focused combat. I don't need it to be live action, but I would like a little bit more interactivity with something like Final Fantasy VII. Because I think, especially nowadays, nobody wants to play turn-based. A lot of people would not want to sit through Final Fantasy VII all over again, or for the first time. Because there's kids who've never
Oh my
played
god,
it.
he got up again.
They're not going to want to sit there for that, you know?
I understand that. I know, I've always liked turn-based combat. It was never the best, but I just thought it was so fun because I felt like you had options, and I liked some of the bosses that you would fight. They would have like a unique way. You had to fight them in a certain way, and if you tried to go against that, the bosses would just like kill you with some like uber attack. So it made you get really good at turn based. You'd be like, okay, I have like this status element on me, and I have to figure out some way to do some other stuff. Yeah,
I definitely hear that.
I definitely.
Oh no!
So that's the door you're going through first, right? Actually, we should probably cut it here. We will discover what's through that door next time. An old-fashioned keyhole. What?
Yeah, that's what she said.
On Mars? Who built that? We will discover what's behind both of these doors, hopefully in the next episode of Martian Gothic Unification. Don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, and we will catch you back here again soon.